Hi, this is Randy from Friday's Golf, and welcome to Mental Breakdown. This is a series where we dive into old content and give you behind the scenes of how we made it and what happened.
Yeah.
In this week's episode, we will be watching Thieves. So, without any further delay, let's have a mental breakdown.
Is this one of the first videos that doesn't have a
Manufacturer in it?
behind it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you could say it's the anti-manufacturer video.
Yeah, 100%.
This was a huge middle finger to the industry. Not so much
the industry, not like specifically.
I don't think it was a manufacturer-based troll. It was really a big middle finger to the industry.
I think it's a common sense thing where everybody knows.
Yeah, this actually
was bringing it to the light.
I think this was the first video that My Golf Spy shared. They put this on their homepage.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, this is actually where my relationship with My Golf Spy started. They saw this and they were like, "This is what we've been trying to say since the beginning of time."
Yeah.
So yes, let's start the episode.
Once again, Christmas.
It is.
I mean,
We're here.
What is this?
It's kind of a surprise.
Nope. Don't do surprise.
We're wearing matching Under Armour.
Oh, yeah.
We pulled those off the rack and everything the same on those. And do you still own this car?
Oh yeah, that's the inside of my current car. Yeah. Which, I mean, it's not an 06 Accord, but I will say that this is...
Does it look like we're going to kiss when I do this?
Yeah, if you actually lean in and close your eyes. Yeah, that's the part where it does. This scene, do you remember how we had to hold the cameras? Like my face, as I'm shooting this, my face is like
on your
smashed up.
Wheel.
Yeah. Like I had to get in a really super weird position to get the right angle, and then had to flip it, and you had to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's the problem when you're shooting and you don't have a wide angle lens.
Oh yeah,
is like you're at the mercy of your cell phone camera, and we're just we're cramming up against the door.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, no, let's get back. Yeah, it was a really weird,
not comfortable.
No.
Surprises. You know I don't like surprises.
Trust me, you're gonna like this surprise.
I'm not. No.
Just this one time, trust me. Put your mask on.
I don't trust you.
This is...
Trust me.
So it got weirder than that though.
Wait, before you say that, can I just point out the fact that we just showed snow on the ground, and then there's crickets in the background of this establishing shot.
Which you added.
I added
Obviously.
crickets. I consciously added crickets in to a video where you just saw snow.
Literally during that scene, it got even weirder because it's the middle of the night, kind of like what we're doing here, and we're just in a car with the lights on.
Anybody driving by.
That's it. Anybody driving by, and
not to mention we are dressed like thieves.
Like actual thieves. And literally that scene where I did the you cut that out. We did a couple takes where I was like, no, put your mask on.
Oh,
mask on.
yeah.
Multiple times.
I forgot about that.
And so
good mental breakdown. And do you remember me trying to get you to turn the car off because I didn't like the sound of the engine running?
Yes.
And you're like, it's 4 degrees outside. We're not going to sit out here and record this video for an hour, freezing to death.
Yeah.
So I'll let it keep running. Crickets.
You have got to be kidding me. It's a golf shot!
This was the most scared I've ever been recording a video because there are windows and a very large glass front door that it's dark outside. You could see in from the street easily where we're at. You couldn't portray a more stereotypical burglar than what we are right there. So we're basically, if anyone looks in here, the cops are going to show up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But we were just saying this earlier when we were doing a video earlier tonight. We're like, a lot of the time, there's a lot of people in here after dark just doing weird stuff, video. We've never had the police called on us, which is good. Maybe they just expect weird stuff to happen there at night. Like this.
They must subscribe.
That's probably it, yeah.
Big fans.
I can see it's a golf shop. Why would you bring me to rob a golf shop in the middle of the off season? Are you kidding me? Have you seen the prices for golf clubs? We're gonna make a fortune.
When you first put that on, like, I lost my mind. Like, it took a good 5 minutes to settle down before we could start recording, because it's like...
I mean, who hasn't done that at some point?
I think in one of the outtake reels, I'm like, I point out you, like, I'm like, I don't know if you feel comfortable with this. Okay, let's keep rolling.
Fortune? You brought me to a golf retail store in the middle of the off season in hopes of striking it rich? Yeah, one driver sells for like $500. Yeah, retail in the middle of the summer. The thing's like $2.99 now.
I got a lot of praise for this video for this fact that I think this is one of those things that anyone who works golf retail has an understanding of and knows how the golf industry works as far as within the retail market.
Yep.
And this breakdown that you're about to hear is a culmination of just my feelings of working in golf retail for 13 years.
And also just very accurate.
Yeah,
like,
and it's a mom and pop shop too, so very much felt the effects of when the online boom came into effect.
The way your voice is makes it sound like you're exaggerating. You're not. These are like, this is all very legit.
It's acting. Don't take away from my acting.
No.
Jeez.
How does the price drop 40% in 5 months? Because golf manufacturers are publicly traded companies. They answer to shareholders who like one thing, profits. So if you want to see the numbers go... You gotta make a new golf club every 8 months, which takes the value of our 5-month-old driver and throws it right in the toilet. So what? That's still $2.99 per driver. Once again, that's retail. Do you own a golf retail?
We're this far into this, and you got to realize that we're just straight facing this, like as if, because the biggest thing you said at the beginning was we're going to do this entire scene like we don't have pantyhose over our faces.
Yeah,
and it was brilliant. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Because at no point do they reference it or think that it's like going at all.
For me, anytime that you have a prop or something that you're trying to get a laugh from, the number one thing you don't want to do is draw attention to it. Let the joke be the joke.
Just build it.
The fact that we're wearing them and they look silly is plenty. You don't want to point out the fact that you look silly because it takes away from the fact that they reached that conclusion on their own. So, we're robbing.
Yeah.
Retail shop.
No.
Oh, you don't? I knew that. You want to give your personal banking information to an online auction website?
No.
I thought not! Which leaves us with one option. We find a crooked retailer willing to do business with 2 strangers out of the trunk of their car. Oh, and let's not forget, he's a retailer! He can buy that club from the manufacturer for $199!
There's nothing that I have said yet that is not true.
No.
And I don't even... I don't remember getting a lot of, really any negative comments on this.
No.
It was very well received, especially within people within the industry, because they're like...
Yep. That's exactly what we do.
That's what happened. I do remember a couple manufacturers being a little sour. It's like they're on to us. It was not Wilson. But I did. I got a couple like they're like, dude, like you're kind of taking the gloves off on this one. And I'm like, no. Man.
But it was. This is the first one we did without a manufacturer on the backing, so we was like we were going after him on that one.
Yeah, I think I was just kind of something needed to be said.
Yeah.
Okay, big deal. We sell them to him for $199. Yeah, that'd be great if all licensed retailers weren't handcuffed by MAP pricing, which is minimum advertised pricing. So even if we give him a great deal on a new driver, he still has to sell the driver for $299, which is not competitive with online auction cutthroat BS. Well, then he can.
Such a long line.
That I was just gonna say that this was one of the hardest episodes because I'm ranting and I have so many things that I have to cram in and I have to say it so fast that it took a long time for me because the way these episodes work is I'll write them and then almost immediately I have to shoot them, otherwise I go crazy. This, I think I wrote this the night before and then I don't really go back and read them until we start to shoot it. And as I was doing that, any of these lines, it was constantly having to go back and see what I said because I wanted to make sure that the message was delivered. I didn't want to stray from the script. I wanted to say exactly what I wanted to say, but it just took a long time. A lot of words.
And you really didn't the trick is sometimes to cut in between.
No.
To then,
I wanted
you really didn't.
Yeah.
It was all him just saying it. It took a while, but it was pretty good. Pretty good.
And just sell them on the online auction sites.
Oh, yeah. After he pays his 15% in fees, shipping costs, and packing material. Oh, and let's not forget, he wants to make a profit.
What does that leave us with then?
This was no. How many times we did this take? It was perfectly fine.
Well,
You spit on me so much.
no, but the first time was the worst.
You were trying to go through.
Because I tried to do the fart sound through the mask, not knowing how physics work. And the fact that you can't make a lip farty sound when you have a mask pushing against your face. So it just was me going, I just spit all over. And I don't know if that might have made the outtake reel too, when you were like, listen, I'm okay with you doing this. Do not spit on my face again.
I have a mask on, but it just goes right
when
through.
It goes through and then it just stays wet.
And you just feel it, and it was, yeah.
So yes, I
learned that.
Spit on you a couple times.
Okay, then what do we do?
The only thing we can do. Grab anything that says ping on it, all the Pro V1s we can carry, and cut the copper piping out of the walls.
All right. Should we take the martini teas?
Are you an idiot? Of course we take the martini teas. Those things are like gold to old people.
Did you write that in late, or did we come up with that?
I wrote that. I wrote that in about the martini teas.
Okay, all right.
What I was gonna say was that you made me lose what I was gonna say.
Sorry. Copper piping.
Oh yes, thank you. Ping praised me for this video. When I wrote anything in the shop that says ping on it. But that's also, I'm not showing bias there. Ping,
that's true.
Still to this day carries some of the best resale value because at least at the time, and it's become less and less so now, but they would come out with very few product, very infrequently, and it helped retain value of old clubs.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think Ping I2, like beryllium copper, I mean, you can still sell those for quite a bit of money.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird how much you can
But I got a message from, I think John K. wrote me a message on this one, quoting, taking anything that says Ping on it. Okay. That's kind of anticlimactic. Literally right before you walk off. Was there a blooper in this?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh god, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's let it play natural.
Yeah.
Should I have my seatbelt on?
It's criminals. Go ahead.
Okay.
If you listen to the way that I say that line to you, I was not trying to be funny. I was just like, no, why would we have it? We're criminals. We don't need our seatbelt on. And then you're just like, oh yeah,
duh.
But I thought that
totally logically. But that's kind of stuff happens all the time when we're trying to get set up. Is where I'm just sitting there you're getting me in focus, and then I just think of random things like.
It's good though. It is good.
Should I be happy?
Yeah, no, it's good for continuity because a lot of times I get caught up in the focus or the lighting or how I'm going to frame you in, that a lot of times I'll miss details that you will point out, and that's how you yin my yang.
Yeah.
Still one of my favorites.
That one was just
me
and you,
personal favorites.
Straight up me and you in the shop for 2 hours.
That's all of these videos are just me and you in the shop by ourselves making videos.
True. But I just remember it being on your phone, on a tripod. I get that a lot of them are like that, but it feels different now with the video we just shot.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've grown up. Well, I have. You obviously haven't, but...
Good job. You finally got one in there. I'm proud of you. All right, so that wraps up this week's episode of Mental Breakdown. As always, if you have any episodes that you would like to suggest, put them down in the comment section below. We'll check them out.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. We'll see.
Thanks as always for watching. Please thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, we will see you later.
Let me tell you all the story now about the carnival. It's quite bizarre though. You're not so... Okay, I'm fine with you doing it a couple times, but if it gets on me, it went through.